Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lily Huha. If you're a subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to my videos. I really appreciate you so much. So today's video is like a really asked for video. You guys have asked for this video for the longest time, but I've never felt a right time to post or talk about this in public and to you guys. So you guys really wanted a lot. I have been asking a lot what happened to my previous relationship. This actually mostly applies to my Instagram followers and my WhatsApp followers, because they realized a girl is in the market. Walirealize msichana ako soko mbaya. So yeah, we broke up with that guy. So still I don't feel as though I'm in a position to talk about exactly what happened. I actually don't. I don't know. But I am in a position to talk about how I dealt with it. Because a lot of people actually ask me how I dealt with the whole breakup thing after being together for that long, blah blah blah. So here's a video. So how I dealt with it. We broke up in April last year. That was when tuliachana sasa vizuri. But no, that is when they started getting signs of we breaking up and all that. But then there were ups and downs between April and August. There were ups and downs. I'm not even sure my dad and my mom know about this because I'm talking about it. But I'm pretty sure my sister and my brother know because niliwaambia. So dad and mom, I know. Najua this is news to you, but so yeah, I'm saying we broke up with this guy in April, but there were ups and downs, ons and offs in between April to August. So in August is when we cut things off officially. But then around still September, bado kulikuwa we were still talking ish, but only the beginning of September. So actually I can say it's the end of, we stopped talking completely around I think the second week of September last year, if I'm not so wrong. Yeah, so the main point, the main purpose of the video is how I dealt with it. It was not easy, for real. I'm not gonna lie. I really am not gonna lie. It was not easy. It was not easy at all. It was a roller coaster of emotions. This is something I honestly felt like I wanted the relationship to work, but we don't always get what we want, right? And ilifika point and I felt I was draining myself in the relationship, and the guy was also getting drained. We're draining each other, so it was pointless at some point. So how I dealt with it, I tried to talk because I am a sucker for communication. I believe communication can always solve anything. My dad tells us up to date that communication is very important, and that is something I've held to myself and to heart up to date. In friendships, in relationships, communication has to be a big and a major part of whatever. So I did try to communicate. We did try to communicate. We used to get solutions here and there, but they were not working all the time. And then I personally started feeling like I needed to leave, but it's the The feeling you get, yeah, I want to get out of here, but I can't. I want to leave, but I am trying to give this thing a benefit of doubt to make it seem like it can still work. Um, I tried to be delusional as fuck, by the way. I worked with being delusional for like the whole the whole January to September last year. I worked with being delusional, telling myself, it will work, oh, blah blah blah. But that did not help. Actually, it actually like worsened things. Because the more I was telling myself it will work, the more it was not working. So ikaleta mbadala kidogo. So anyway, what I did about it, mostly I prayed. Like I really prayed about it. Like I used to cry to God and tell him, oh, I need peace. I need to get out of this relationship. I need to free myself. Like I knew I wanted to leave. I knew I wanted to be free. I knew I didn't want to stay there anymore, but I couldn't get the courage. I don't know if you guys have ever been in such a situation. Like, you so badly want to leave something, but how easy. So that was like literally the position I was in. I knew I needed to leave, but I just couldn't. So I used to pray to God, like literally tell him, hey, yo, hey, I need to leave this relationship. Like, give me the courage to leave. And it actually worked, by the way. It really worked, because I remember when we broke up, not officially, sasa vizuri kabisa, September, when we started talking, it didn't affect me the way I expected it would. Because I expected nitashinda nikilia, nitashinda nikisikia vibaya, nitashinda reminiscing. But actually I dealt with it so smoothly, and I was like, kumbe I was to get here. Like I could not believe how easily I took in the acceptance that sasa tumeacha kuongea kabisa. So what actually played a major role, what actually played a major role was prayed actually like really helped. I'm a living testimony that prayers work, because nilikuwa naomba. I used to cry to God, oh my God, but I'm like really thankful because my prayers were answered, literally. So the other thing I did was talk. I talked about it a lot to my, how many friends? Okay, to my best friend, actually to my closest circle of girlfriends. Your time niliwaongelesha about it. I have like, allow me to call them out actually in this video, because they really played a huge part in helping me move on. Number one is Nicole. Nicole, I love you so much. I love you so much. Nicole really played a huge part in helping me move on. And the other girl is Amy. I love you so much. And Cynthia also. I love you, baby. And who else? And Charlene. Like those four girls literally were my pillar of strength your time. I used to like, kitu tricky happen hivi, hey, kama huyu hayuko online I text hizo, kama huyu hayuko I text hizo. Like I really needed to talk to someone, and they were the people that I could talk to your time. So like talking about it actually helped me a lot, and the more I talked about it, the more I realized I was actually hurting myself by staying in the relationship. The more I talked about it, the more I got more insights. The more I talked about it, the more I felt peace. The more I realized things sikuwa nimerealize before. So like talking actually really helped. And like the moment you're conversing with someone, they're like sharing their experiences also, and their point of views and what they think and all that. So listening to the advice of my friends and talking about it, initoke, really played a huge part. Thirdly, I accepted it even before it happened. I like that moment when you can see something coming. So like maybe I had already seen it coming in January last year. Was it? No, actually December 2021. Yeah, December 2021, I had seen it coming. and I didn't want it to happen, but I had seen it coming. You know, like I could feel, nilikuwa tu na ile feeling najua, hey, this is gonna happen. So I was like trying to avoid it, but it happened anyway. So I began accepting it early last year, and so by the time tulikuwa sasa tunachana vizuri, my mind had already like adjusted, like my mind already knew we are out of here. My mind, it's like it was a situation where my mind is still here, but no, my heart is still here, but my mind is not. You get, like my heart was deeply invested, deeply rooted in there, but my mind was not. You know, there's like, ilikuwa ni kama a battle between my heart and my mind. My heart wants to stay, but my mind wants to leave. And for a long time the heart won, but ilifika point the mind overcame the heart. You get, and the mind won, and I finally detached myself from the accepting to the now seeing it come to to actualization. Nilikubali tu, so sikukata, like you see isha happened, so it's like really nothing you can do about it. So vile nilikubali na nikaona yenyewe it's happening, it actually also played a really big part in the moving on. Yeah, what else did I do to deal with it? Oh, I accepted myself to feel it. You know, it said like if you like compress your emotions sana, itafika point and they will burst on you. Like one day you just be chilling, and then all of a sudden everything comes back, and now you're like, oh, I should have felt this at the right time. So anytime I felt like I needed to cry, nilikuwa nalia. I could not, nikisikia tu nataka kulia hivi, I could cry, even find reasons that are so unnecessary to cry, alafu nalia. So the moment I start crying, naitoa tu yote. I allowed myself to feel it. I cried when I needed to. I felt it when I needed to. I allowed my heart to be heavy, actually. Like for the longest time, I allowed my heart to be like heavy, and I allowed it to like process and adjust to the whatever was happening and all that. So I did not like compress or suppress any feeling. Nilikuwa nazichukua as they come. As raw as the feelings came, I handled them like that. If I want to cry at 2:37 a.m. at night, I will cry. If I want to cry as soon as I wake up, I will cry. If I want to cry when I'm walking, I will not cry, but I'll like make sure nimefika place naenda mbio so that I cry. You know, like I did not allow myself to compress the feelings, because I knew sometime later zingekuja kuniaffect. Because this is what I did when my mom passed. When my mom passed, I did not like allow myself to feel it, because I was like, it can't be happening, like, you know. But the moment she passed, I took so long to adjust, and I took so long to believe it had actually happened. So I did not mourn her vizuri when I needed to. I like compressed his feelings and suppressed his feelings, because I was telling myself I needed to be strong regardless, because I was going back to school to do my KCSE, and there's no way I was going to let those feelings interrupt, because I'm pretty sure ninge fail. I remember actually my dad when nilimaliza KCSE and then the results are out, my dad didn't expect me to pass. Apparently he thought I would fail, because same time nilidhani nitafail. So my dad was telling me he had even organized how he will take me to another school to repeat. Just alikuwa ameongea na principal or something, like if I failed I would go to repeat in that school. First of all, I was not going to repeat, Dad. There's no way ningeenda kurudia shule, but luckily God is good that nilipita exam, and to my surprise, actually it was to my guy, I didn't expect nitapita hiyo mtihani, but to my surprise nilipita, and my dad was so happy, and my sister and my brother, they were like, oh, you've done so well. considering what you were going through during that time, you've actually really done so well. And yeah, so after KCSE is when I started now feeling the impact of my mom's death, because nilienda sasa home and it all hit me at once. First of all, I saw her grave, then she was no longer in the house, so like the impact of going home and not seeing my mom, now that is when it really hit yote. And now all the emotions I had suppressed zilinigonga at once yote. And it affected me so much, by the way. It affected me to a point I could not tell anyone really, because my sister alikuwa kwake, my brother alikuwa kwake. I could not stress my dad with whatever I was going through, because I'm pretty sure he was feeling the same way. So there's no way I was going to add my burden on him. I don't know if you're getting. So that suppressing of emotions ilini affect big time. And that is why now when I broke up with this person, I did not suppress those feelings. I felt them as raw as they came, because I remembered what happened the last time I suppressed my feelings. It really, really, really affected me big time. So I allowed myself to feel it, yeah. So I've talked about praying. I keep praying. Well, I can't even lie. Praying ilinitoa mbali. So I prayed about it. I talked to my friends about it, and I allowed myself to feel every feel as real as it came. What else did I got myself busy, by the way. I also got myself busy. What did I start doing? I can't remember. I can't quite remember what exactly I started doing, but I got myself busy, like to make sure you don't have time to think so much about your time. And then one day I woke up and baby, I was okay. Like one day I just woke up and was like, I'm not bothered anymore. I was like, I did not ever see myself, I did not ever think that ingefika point and ingekuwa, because I was deeply rooted in this relationship. I was invested head to toe, body, soul and mind. I was invested hapo. So I never thought that ingefika point where I would like be totally unbothered. But one day I woke up, guys, and I was like, you know what, fuck the nigga, hey, oh yeah, like ilinitoka tu hivo. So mostly answering your question on how I dealt with it was praying, talking to someone, allowing myself to feel it, and getting myself busy. And mostly prayed. Honestly, I prayed. Oh, and cutting contact. This actually is very, very important. Because utapata, people will break up, yes, but in the midst of breaking up, wakwe bado wanaongeleshana. There's no way you're going to move on from a relationship if you're still talking with the person. There's absolutely no way. I tried it personally. I tried moving on while still talking with this person, but it never worked. It was actually making it worse. Oh my god, did you just say worse? It was just making it worse. So cutting contact completely also like helped me, because it was the moment that tuliacha kuongea sasa kabisa. That is when I started feeling that nimeanza sasa ku move on, because you're talking in the midst of whatever we had going on was kind of like bringing a lot of triggers, and these triggers were pushing me like nyuma, inanirudisha nyuma. So hiyo kuacha kuongea pia ilisaidia. So basically praying about it, talking to someone about it, allowing yourself to feel the emotions as true as they come, and lastly cutting contact. And like when you cut contact, be assertive of your cutting contact. Like you say you're cutting contact and then 2 days later shower and block. What do you mean? How long is this video? 20 minutes. Okay, I didn't intend this video to be this long, by the way. Nimeongea 20 minutes, I didn't realize it. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that is basically what I did. I don't know if I'm ever gonna talk about what happened because it was a lot. But I don't know. if I ever will talk about it, mtajua tu, nitawaambia tu. But yeah. So I hope that has helped. I rather that has like helped answer your most asked question. What happened? Mtajua tu or not. And how you dealt with it. I hope I've answered that. So bye. See you in my next video.